Hey there, how's it going? davidinark here. Welcome. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to play some BeamNG with an old school Atari joystick. That's right. Now, it is truly old school. I mean, this has got the 9-pin connector. This is actually for the Commodore 64 that I've got sitting off to the side. But I found a dual joystick adapter from Peter Stellick, and forgive me if I pronounce your name incorrectly, but it has dual 9-pin connectors on one end. It's got USB connector on the other. We're going to plug this bad boy in. I'm going to set this joystick up as a controller and then see if I can map this thing into BeamNG and see if we can play some BeamNG with some really weird old retro equipment. Let's see how this goes. No idea. All right, here we go. In BeamNG, we've got the joystick here. Okay. Oh, sorry, I got the parking brake on. I was like, what are you doing? So I've got the joystick mapped out where the y-axis is steering. I'm sorry, the x-axis is steering and the y-axis is forward and reverse if I slowed down far enough. And then I also decided to put the... I made the button the parking brake just because I didn't know what else to do with it. I suppose, well, I don't know. I mean, there's only 4 directions and the button, so there's not a lot you can do when you're using an Atari joystick to play BeamNG Drive. But, man, we're here on Jungle Rock Island, and I have to say, this is actually pretty slick. That is alright, man. Whoa. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm sure you can. Then again, maybe not. It's on the back side of my microphone. But the joystick itself is it's modeled directly after the old school, 4-direction Atari joystick. It's got, if I'm not mistaken, it has the ring on the inside, and as you move the joystick around, it simply just depresses. Ooh, barely hung on to that one. It depresses the different sensors that are inside on a PCB inside the controller, and of course it's got the button, but it's got a nice kind of clicky keyboard feel to it. Definitely, in terms of getting the feedback, you know where you're clicking. And I have to say, driving with this thing is not too bad at all. I don't know if I don't know if it's because I'm using the joystick, so I'm a little more cautious than when I'm using a keyboard. You know, on a keyboard, I'm generally, just holding down the key and heading straight out. Just go as far and fast as you can. But with this, I feel like, I give it little love taps. I think it also has, probably because it's a gamepad or treated as a gamepad, it has an arc for the input versus just when you're pushing a key, it's all or nothing. Although then again, I mean that it seems like that's how this would be, kind of an all or nothing thing. Where's this go? I don't remember. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Ah. Well, we broke our front axle. Oh, and our tire is beside ourselves. That's probably not good. All right, let's try this again. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is, oh, we're up at the hangar. Come on. Man, I tell you, the acceleration on it is a little slow, but then again, it could be this car. Come on. Let's do this. Yeah, there it is. Oh, here we go. Oh, we are flying. This is not going to go well for us. Depends on your perspective. Yeah. Oh, nope. That is not where I thought we were going to crash. We almost, though, slammed into the lighthouse. Maybe I should have made the fire button the reset. Maybe that's what I should have done. Because I'm going to be using that button a lot. All right, so I am curious. Can I get us out of here? With a joystick in hand? I don't know. It's not bad. Okay, that's not too shabby. Oh, come on. And again, I don't know how much of this is the car behaving this way versus the driver driving this way. You know, I think it's a combination of things. Oh, but I have to say, yeah, I think because I'm using a joystick, I am less apt to just slam it down and go. It's like I just want to kind of nudge forward a little bit and then back off and then nudge forward a little bit. I'm using much more articulated baby steps, for lack of a better description. And again, though, that's more me and my usage of this input device rather than anything else, I think. I don't know. It just... because I'm old, this feels way more natural than, you know, a gamepad for me. But I have to say, this is pretty freaking slick. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is nice, man. Oh. There we go. Oh, not too shabby of recovery, yeah? No? Okay, well, I like to tell myself that anyway. But there it is. This is BeamNG with an Atari joystick because, you know, why not? All right, here we go. I want to see if we can fly a plane. It's not letting me do what I want. Oh, wait, yes it is. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Let's see, can we take off? Am I off the ground? There we go. I'm off the ground, flying with my Atari joystick. And left and right is supposed to steer, but that's not happening. We got Houston, we got a problem. Okay, so I can't steer the plane. All right, I think I've got it this time. Now we are going to use the keyboard to increase the throttle, but the joystick will be the elevators up and down and steering left and right, plus the fire button. Well, we'll just show you here in a second once we get off the ground. Come on, there it is. We have liftoff. Now B is landing gear. Oh, look at there. Now we can steer with the joystick. We are flying with an old school Atari joystick in BeamNG. And then, of course, we can fire a missile, which... There's another little additional feature that I was not aware of until I was setting this up trying to see if it worked. If you hold down the fire button, it actually like switches to some kind of a missile cam kind of thing. I don't know. Anyway, there we go. We are firing missiles, heading off into the wild blue yonder, flying. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to use that term loosely. We are flying with our joystick here in BeamNG Drive. That is freaking awesome. So it's not exactly, you know, it doesn't do everything because there are a lot of controls for an airplane, but, you know, it's also not too shabby at all. Flying an airplane in BeamNG with an old school Atari joystick. This reminds me of playing like Solo Flight on my Commodore 64. If you've never played that game, never heard of it, grab you a 64 emulator and you've got to check out Solo Flight. It was a very cool, at least I always thought, it was a very cool flight simulator, but to me the best part of it was Mail Run, where you had to deliver packages from one airport to another and accomplish these missions. It was very cool. Okay, it's a little sensitive, but you know, hey, that works. That is very, very cool. Now, the problem is, you know, everything else got to do with the keyboard. Got to slow down here. We're still going way too fast to land. I think we're going to try it anyway. Oh, we don't have any missiles. There we go. Don't mind us. We're just going to coast here at 230 miles an hour. I can't remember what the key is. P, the parking brake? I think it is. Or space bar? No, sorry, that's shooting that gun. That's not what I wanted. N? No, that's flaps. Although that is definitely slowing us down. Maybe M is brakes. I don't know. Either way, we have come to a stop in the airplane. Definitely a problem with dual inputs. Wow. So I was trying to slow and turn at the same time, and that was not really working out so well. Which I think is interesting, because you would think... Oh, maybe I should have used the... Oh, okay. Don't want to use the parking brake and turn. Hi. You want to slam on your e-brake and turn? Although I'm sure that would make for some killer drift moves. Not so good when you're driving down the road at, 50 miles an hour or whatever. Oh, come on. Nope. Getting away from me. Alright, so, no. Everything I just said about being cautious and handling things better with the joystick than the keyboard, throw it out the window. As we can see, that's not happening. I do, though. I feel like I have to go forward and then sideways and forward and sideways. Like I don't feel like I can do both forward and turn at the same time, because I don't think the game is going to be, like, it's not going to respond the way I want it to. And that could just be me, or I don't know where I'm getting that feeling. It just doesn't feel like that's going to give me the desired reaction if I try to go, up and steer at the same time. But I don't know, though. This is see, I can't. No, I was trying to slow down and turn at the same time, and that was just not happening. So for whatever reason, it doesn't like the dual inputs, and that's probably more the fault of the... I'm going to say it's probably a fault of the 9-pin input on the controller being converted into USB, and USB notorious for not being able to handle too many inputs at the same time. I think that might, have something to do with it. Then again, I could be making all this up. Who knows? But anyhow, all right, I want to go somewhere else. Oh, I should have gone here. In fact, let's do that. There we go. Let's go. Whoa. Okay, that's fine. I should be able to get out of here, right? Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. There you go. I believe in yous. Oh. Come on. Go. There we go. Come on. Just let me steer up here. There. I'm trying to go right up there. Just put your foot on the gas. There we go. There it is. Nothing like taking your sports car for a dirt ride. Oh, well, that was basically useless. See, I'll tell you what, though. At low speeds, turning and accelerating and or turning and... well, I guess technically you're still accelerating, just in a different direction. But anyway, turning and... either going forward or backward seems to work out pretty well at low speeds. At higher speeds, not so much, which honestly is probably similar to, real life, I'm sure. Can't say the last time I was going, 40 miles an hour and decided to just whip the steering wheel to the right. It's probably been a while since I've tried that little maneuver. In fact, I would say probably, wow, I hadn't thought of this in quite a while. The last time I tried that, if I remember, or let me put it this way, one of the times I remember doing something similar to that, I was in college at UC Boulder, and it had snowed, and me and a friend of mine had been out and about, just driving around, in the snow, being stupid, and we were coming back to the dorm, and when we were going to turn into the parking lot, I was still going at a pretty hefty clip, and I turned the steering wheel, and the car just kept on going straight, and we slammed the wheel into the curb, and I honestly, even to this day, I don't know how we did not break that wheel. I don't know how I didn't crack the hub, but I didn't, so, hallelujah, especially since it was my dad's car, probably would not have sat well. But anyhow, so all that to say, don't steer and accelerate all at the same time. when you're already going, you know, 40 miles an hour. See, yeah, I just, again, I'm giving, see, there it is, that steering while I'm driving forward. I'm giving this, I don't know what you want to call them, love taps, for lack of a better word. You know, I kind of accelerate a little bit and I let go, and I accelerate and I let go. And it's still helping me, you know, with my acceleration and stuff. I'm just not flat out accelerating like you would with a keyboard. And again, I'm not sure that's a controller thing. I think that's me. I have a different, come on, I can't brake and turn. Dadgummit. I seem to have a different mindset driving with this joystick than when I'm playing with the keyboard. It's like when I'm on the keyboard, I'm good for being all out, you know, let her rip. And with the joystick, I feel like I need to make these kind of micro moves to monitor and adjust. Not to say that I shouldn't be doing that with the keyboard, because I probably should. But I have to say, I'm very impressed with what I'm getting here out of the joystick in BeamNG. So there you go. Get yourself an Atari joystick, get yourself a USB joystick adapter, and go to town. Well, that's actually pretty fun. Oh, I got the brakes on. That was stupid. That was just dumb on my part. That's okay. Oh, we blew our tire. I think we also messed up our front end. Not sure I can really steer it all here. That's good. We'll just take our sports car, electric sports car, through the jungles. That's fine. So, there it is. Atari joystick, playing BeamNG. Got any questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories, other than this? Let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks to WarHeroesGaming and GamerGull for their support on Patreon. If you'd like to support me there, by all means, head over to patreon.com/davidinark, and I appreciate it so much. All the proceeds, by the way, go to just equipment upkeep, purchasing new games, getting new equipment like a joystick, USB adapter, you know, who knows what kind of stuff we're going to end up using on the channel here. But yeah, so there you go. Awesome stuff. Again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on BeamNG Drive. I've really broken some stuff. I can't. This is not really going so well for me. Come on.